Mesothelioma is one of the rarest and deadliest forms of cancer. It often develops in people who have been exposed to asbestos fibers and can lie dormant for up to 50 years. At Terry Bryant Accident and Injury Law, we know how a mesothelioma diagnosis can devastate your family, and we know how to help. Mesothelioma can be hard to diagnose, which is why it's important to be aware of the signs and symptoms associated with the condition, such as chest pain, coughing up blood, fatigue, fever, shortness of breath, and more. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, seek medical attention right away. Over the years, asbestos has been used for thermal insulation, fireproofing, roofing, and other building applications. Consequently, millions of people have been exposed to this toxic substance. Many drilling rig workers in the oil and gas industry, both onshore and offshore, have been exposed to toxic asbestos-related illnesses from exposure to drilling mud products. Anyone who comes in contact with asbestos is at risk of developing mesothelioma, but those who worked in the oil industry with asbestos drilling mud are especially at risk. Many drilling mud additives used on oil rigs and oil fields contained extremely high levels of asbestos. One of the most deadly additives used in drilling mud was known as flossal, a white fibrous powder that exposed all members of a drilling rig crew. Oilfield workers are not the only victims of asbestos exposure. Construction workers, electricians, miners, and shipyard workers are just a few of the workers exposed to asbestos. In addition to workers, family members are also at risk of developing mesothelioma. Asbestos particles can cling to clothing and hair and be passed on to others. If you or a loved one was exposed to asbestos and then developed mesothelioma, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. In some cases, the companies responsible for asbestos poisoning have already set aside funds for people with mesothelioma.